Ever wondered about the nasty things that Hollywood stars had to endure due to powerful and manipulative studios? We're going to expose all of them. Here are the 50 terrible things done to classic Hollywood stars. 1. Marilyn Monroe. In the 1920s, Hollywood started using plastic surgery, which wasn't common anywhere else. They put a lot of pressure on actors to look a certain way. Marilyn Monroe, who was originally named Norma Jean Mortensen, had curly brown hair when she first went to Hollywood. But her agency head, Emmeline Snively, told her she needed to bleach and straighten her hair to become a big star. Snively said Marilyn's face was too round for Hollywood standards. So Marilyn did what she was told, and her blonde bombshell look became famous. This shows how Hollywood could be really demanding about how actors looked, and they often had to change their appearance to fit in. Even though it might seem harsh, Marilyn's decision to change her hair helped her become one of the most famous actresses of all time. 2. Tippi. When Tippi Hedren was filming the famous scene where birds attack her in the movie The Birds, it was really tough for her. She said it was brutal, ugly, and just wouldn't stop. Even though it was hard for her, the crew watching felt even worse. They couldn't do anything to make it better. Tippi felt pressured to keep working, even though she needed a break. Finally, she only got a week off because a doctor basically made the director, Hitchcock, let her rest. So, filming that scene was really hard for Tippi, and even though everyone saw how tough it was, they couldn't do much to help. 3. Ava Gardner. Ava Gardner had an abortion after getting pregnant by Frank Sinatra, as otherwise her career would be ruined. At that time, the movie studio MGM had rules that if their stars had babies, they would face penalties like getting paid less. Ava was worried about her income because her movies required her to travel a lot, and Frank was having financial problems. So she decided to have an abortion to protect her career and financial stability. It was a tough choice for her, but she felt it was necessary because of the rules and her career demands. 4. Hattie McDaniel. Hattie McDaniel was a black actress who made history in 1940 by winning an Oscar, which was a big deal because she was the first black person to win one. But before the ceremony, there was a worry she might not even be allowed to go because of racism. She faced a lot of prejudice and was even made to sit separately from her white co-stars. Despite all this, she showed great courage and gave a powerful speech when she won. But her journey, like that of many others, was really hard because of the racism in Hollywood. It's an example of how far we've come in terms of diversity in the industry, but also a reminder that there's still work to be done. 5. Margaret Hamilton. In The Wizard of Oz, Margaret Hamilton played the Wicked Witch of the West and wore green face paint. But this paint was toxic because it contained copper, so she couldn't eat while wearing it to avoid accidentally swallowing any. Instead, she had to stick to drinking liquids through a straw. Every night, the makeup artist made sure her face was super clean because they didn't want any paint left on her skin. It was risky to wear this paint, but Margaret did it for the movie. So, while she was acting as the witch, she had to stick to a liquid-only diet on set to stay safe. 6. Jackie Coogan. Jackie Coogan, who played in The Addams Family, had a tough time as a child actor. His parents took all his money, so a law had to be made to protect kids like him. In Hollywood, directors sometimes did mean things to make kids cry on camera, and they even punished them for wasting time. Also, they made kids work really long hours, which is not allowed today. So, being a child actor back then was hard because they didn't have many protections, and some people were really mean to them. Merle Oberon. Merle Oberon was a very talented and beautiful actress, but her movie studio controlled a lot about her, like her image and background. She was actually born in India, and she was mixed race, but she kept that a secret. She didn't talk about it because she was scared of racism in Hollywood. People didn't know the truth about her until after she died. It was revealed then that she was hiding her real background because of the racism she faced.